Bet you didn't know, but we've got one last game today, and then 4 games tomorrow. It's a very packed weekend, so Crappy, take us on over to the reveal. Waka 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 waka. Ah! Fun, Smell Bear. It certainly is fun. Well, our final GM for the day is our friend all the way from the other hemisphere. Say hello to Cosmic the Dolphin. Cosmic, come on in, come chat. I believe I actually have the right GM for the last game today, so that's cool. Hello, Cosmic. Hello there.
Hello. Yes, you have the correct GM this time, and technically I am like 10 miles, well not 10 miles, a little more like 30 miles above the equator, so I'm still on the same hemisphere. Yeah.
Well, get moving. Go on, just go over there real quick. Well, okay, if we split up the Earth a different way, then technically I can be on a different hemisphere from literally everybody. Yeah, you just have to get creative about how you cut the Earth in half.
Fair play.
Now I hear doggies, yay! I just love every time that you show up. We've got doggies barking. We've got lots of fun. Speaking of fun, though, like, is the game that you're giving out today fun?
Okay, so I had 2 GMs test this out. One GM enjoyed it and felt that it wasn't that hard, but that would still fit in Kuso.
Okay.
The other GM hated it so much they literally sent me over 2 pages of curse words.
Okay, so we have very polarizing experience here. As long as it's not the Polarizing Express, I think that. But it is a GBA game. Polar Express was on GBA. Oh my gosh, 2 GBA games in one day? What could this be?
Ooh. Well, get ready for not only 2 GBA games, but 2 licensed GBA games, because our next game is The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius versus Jimmy Negatron. Yes, that is the entire title.
Jimmy Negatron. I'm not typing it all out for our layout because like the letters will be so small. You need magnifying glass. I don't think the bits could, or the pixels could properly capture it. So I just put Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron. That's what we've got here. Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron. You know what? Jimmy Negatron is not actually the opposite of Jimmy Neutron, because neutrons are neutral and negatrons are negative.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, neutrons are neutral, electrons are negative, protons are positive. Neutrons have an atomic weight, protons have an atomic weight, electrons have no atomic weight because they are so small they are insignificant.
Wow. By the way, you're sometimes getting really quiet.
Sorry.
It's all right. Just feel. Yeah, I want to let you know so that you can adjust if needed. Yeah, as it turns out, honestly, a proton is a little bit more of an opposite to a neutron, I would say. In many ways, because like, I'm trying to remember which one gives the negative charge, the up quark or the down quark, because proton has 2 of either up or down and then 1 of the other, and the neutron is the opposite of that. And the way that the charges balance out is because one of the quarks has positive 2/3 charge, and the negative one has negative 1/3 charge. For a proton, if it's got 2/3 plus 2/3 minus 1/3, which balances out to 3/3, which gives it positive 1 charge, and then the neutron has -1 plus -1/3, or -1/3 plus -1/3. Plus 2/3, which balances out to just 0. Yeah, that you know what? That was not a good explanation, but whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care. We got Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, we got Jimmy Neutron, and this is... Well, I'll let everybody see the game whenever it begins to see how it actually plays, because this isn't just a licensed GBA game. This is a very weird and bad in a very specific way. So this is why I wanted to force people to enjoy this in round 3. This did not feel like a round 1, round 2 thing for me. This was like, I want to give just a little bit of pain.
The right amount of pain.
Yeah,
cool.
The right amount of pain.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, what is up quark? Wow. Proton has 2 up, 1 down. Okay, so that means that up quarks are positive, down quarks are negative. Negative quarks are only negative 1/3. Up or down quarks negative 1/3. Up quark positive 2/3. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. It's just Proton has a charge of 1, positive 1, and neutrons have charge of 0. And unless you are Jeff, who is doing like the most complicated of sciences, biochemistry, or you're a microphysicist?
I mean, physics on a microscopic level. I mean, that could exist.
What's the atomic atomist? If your name is Adam, you might care about it, but otherwise, whatever. Yeah. It's just cool, okay? Everything in reality relies on it, on the positive and the negative. And you know what? Jimmy Neutron is a big, old, boring boy because he's neither positive or negative. He's just a big lump of boy. Jimmy Negatron, though, he took a side. The bad side. So we've got to figure out who is going to win.
Yeah, we've got to figure this out.
Okay, let me check and see if the players are ready.
Let's see.
And it looks like Hedge Maze is helping to pin essential information like...
Yeah, I still can't pin messages.
Why can't you?
I don't know.
I have tried so hard. Are you actually a GM? Roles, Game Master. Okay, you are. Maybe it's because...
I don't know.
What the effing... Okay, I can't say that. What the crap? What the crap? Permissions. Permissions for Game Master. Send... Manage messages. It literally has a permission that is supposed to let you do that. Manage channel.
All I know is I see in the Discord a Joseph Joestar looking
pensively...
He's not
modded? You're not a mod?
No.
What? Okay, well, you are now.
Ooh.
Wait, invalid username? What? Oh, yeah, okay, I understand why. Okay.
Complicated.
Could ban you, I could purge you, I could make you a mod. Which should I do? Everybody decide Cosmic's fate right now because I should be starting the match, but I forgot. Mod. Cosmic the Dolphin. Ban. Unable to add moderator.
Ooh.
What? I'm not allowed to add you as a mod? Oh, you're already a mod. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it turns out. Well, no, it said that it gave me a message right now that I've been modded. So you know, whatever.
Okay, let's do it. Best of luck, everybody. Get all your science emotes and spam those. Okay. Because we are starting the countdown now. Spam science. Yeah, I'm okay if it's like real science, fake science, that, yeah, I see atoms. As soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer. So you've got time, spam, 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 spam. Ooh, mice are science, okay. There we go. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Writing, food science. Gastronomics. Sirens are science. Ghosts can be science. Ghost science.
Digital Basic has successfully found. Everybody has found the first level successfully.
Okay.
This is a 3D platformer on the GBA with tank controls.
I'm sorry, you just made my day by saying that sentence right there. This is a... Okay, this sounds like it's gonna be absolute misery. Here's the deal. From what I've seen, GBA games usually tend to be mediocre. That is not gonna be the case here. This is something already. Ow!
Yeah, I try with my Weiss's games not to just have something that's mediocre. It has to be bad for a specific reason. Yeah, so I told everybody to start level 3 first.
Okay.
Because this game, the only way you could attack in this game is shooting, by the way. You have limited ammo, and your ammo doesn't go between levels. The third level of every world is always a level where...
I just saw Valaclaire walk into the river and just sort of sink like a stone. Poor Jimmy Neutron.
Okay. Yeah, so you basically need to defeat 10 enemies. Your only attack is shooting, and you have, like, limited ammo. It's a really wonderful combination. I specifically told everybody to play it on easy so that we could...
Valaclaire, oh my gosh!
It's pretty bad.
This is a nightmare. This is not how games should be. This spider demon, I don't know. Also, every time you get hit, it like warps you somewhere.
Yeah, it warps you back to the last safe platform you were on in the game's memory, but usually, because of the way the game's memory works, that's like half the level before.
Well, yeah, I'm seeing like it'll knock you back to the previous safe platform, and then if you get hit there immediately, it'll send you even farther back.
Yeah, because you don't have iframes when teleporting, so you can teleport into another enemy and immediately, just get moved back again.
It's almost like the way that Final Fantasy IV keeps track of the doors that you've been in. It just keeps like a running list of the various platforms that you can be warped to, and it'll just send you back and back and back and back and back and back. And I just like that. Oh, apparently this is by the people who made the Pac-Man pinball that you gave out.
I didn't give Pac-Man pinball out. But...
Well, I mean, you would have.
Yeah, I probably would have. That's fair.
I don't like that. Don't like that.
Yeah. So they are in Dark Dimension. I gave them a specific order. They have to play through Dark Dimension.
Okay.
Which Dark Dimension is Jimmy's mom's nightmare world where kids don't have to obey their parents. So this is apparently what happens when kids don't obey their parents. Like,
you have to fight a Cthulhian demon. I mean, that's good parent propaganda, I gotta say, okay? Obey your parents or this is gonna happen.
Yeah. And then the next level I told them to go to is Time Machine, which Mrs. Fowler, Jimmy's teacher, is like, Jimmy, there's dinosaurs still around. You have to fix it. And yeah, so we go back in time to fight dinosaurs. And then the last level I told them that they would have to do in order would be Cindy's Dream, which is Cindy is Dreaming. I highly doubt that anyone will actually get through all of those.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I told them if they get through all of those, they can go whatever level they want next.
Yeah, let's see. I do see you did give them a guide telling them essentially where they need to go and how to get to the various areas here. Valaclaire jumping back into the dark forest. Yeah. there's only one scary level in this game, so I kept trying to tell the GMs, you don't have to have something scary. It's a recommendation. You don't have to. And then GMs were like, I don't know. I don't have anything scary. I'm like, you don't have to. It's a recommendation. Like, simply, existential dread is scary, right? You can just give them that. I think you manage existential dread and scary level here, so you did good.
Yeah, the next levels aren't as fear-inducing, sadly, but yeah, everybody, thankfully here with Dark Dimension, even though it has very difficult enemies to get through, it doesn't have serious platforming yet. So, you know, they don't have to mess with that yet.
Yeah.
Later levels will have actually tiny platforms you need to jump between with tank controls. It's very fun. I assure you, it's incredibly fun.
So, yeah, what's interesting is that you told them that they should be starting on level 3 of each area, and the manual says for ammo reasons. What do you mean by that?
So your ammo does not refill between levels, and level 3 of each area is always the level where you have to kill 10 enemies to advance. So I wanted them to specifically start stage 3 each time so that they don't have to worry about running out of ammo at the getting to stage 3 where they just don't have any ammo.
Yeah, are there enough ammo refills throughout the levels?
There are not.
Are there any?
There is a shop that you can buy ammo refills. You have to buy ammo refills in between levels, and you actually have to leave and go back to the hub world to do that.
Wait, I just saw Seawolf collect some ammo.
There is some ammo, but it's not enough if you were to come in and do level 3 actually last.
Yeah, let me just say that
see, like right now, Digital Basic has ran out of ammo, and it's going to take now Digital Basic roughly 5 seconds between shots now because they have no ammo.
Oh, so it will recharge?
It slowly recharges.
Oh, that's not, like, it could be worse. It could be much better, but it could be worse.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, so
apparently,
just always start at stage 3, start with full ammo, and that'll just be the easiest for everybody.
So the big question for me, what is this game even all about? Is this what happens in Jimmy Neutron? I don't know, but apparently Jimmy created a device that accidentally teleported him into a parallel universe, switching himself with Jimmy Negatron. Jimmy Negatron is now causing chaos in Jimmy's real dimension, while Jimmy Neutron is stuck in this chaos dimension. Yeah, so essentially what you're gonna try to do is just get back home and fix everything.
Yep, that's exactly the storyline. This was originally going to be a TV special, Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron, but for whatever reason they canceled that special and didn't go with it, but they had already created the licensed games to go along with the special. So
they canceled the special but kept the games. I love it. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You just got... And this company apparently had worked with other... Like, the company's called HumanSoft. They worked with Codemasters, THQ, 3DO, and they did games for some various franchises like Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend, Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who, Pac-Man World 3, the Pac-Man Pinball Advances was brought up earlier, and they also worked on an iCarly game for the Nintendo 3DS. So, you know, they didn't exactly have the best games, but oh my gosh, I love that at HumanSoft Inc., the top credit that is given is the boss. Literally called boss, like not the producer, boss, Gabor K. Kadas, who ended up being the CEO over a lot of the games, but apparently was the boss over this game. But he programmed a game called Super Rider, which I'm not familiar with. Apparently for the Commodore 64, Super Rider, based off of a show, I guess. Show jumping themed game. I don't know what those words mean.
So yeah, Dude and Digital Basic have gotten into the second level. Digital Basic entered first and got all the way down to only needed to collect 6 more books. So I would say Digital Basic does have a lead, although they did lose a life and had to restart the second level.
Okay.
But that previous knowledge will probably help quite a bit.
By the way, the lead developer for this game, Gabor Dorka, also worked on games like 1000 Tiny Claws, Monsters Probably Stole My Princess, Who's That Flying? And Disney's Herbie Rescue Rally. Cosmic, I have a feeling that you know a little bit about that one. It just sounds like you would.
Disney's Herbie Rescue Rally. I think that's the DS one.
Yes.
Yes, I think that is the DS one, and that is actually, that's actually a competent racing game.
Really?
I would not give that out. I would not give that out. It's a perfectly fine game. I wouldn't call it like Game of the Year material or anything, but it's a perfectly fine game.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't want to make the joke that his last name Dorka sounds like dork because that's the obvious thing. Okay, everybody's gonna point that out, that the last name is Dorka.
And Seawolf has also entered to stage 2.
I mean, you have a lot of good names for people who worked on this, like Tomas Konkley. That's better than Dorka. I like that. Marton Zux. Marton Zux. Yeah.
All right, so the Seawolf did something that I was actually hoping that they would do, or at least a few people would do, because I told them to do level 3 first for ammo reasons, but and that's all I put, just ammo reasons. I didn't give more explanation. But level 1 is generally easier than level 2. So, but Digital Basic is into the final level of Dark Dimension.
Very nice. Dude is on a very ugly looking area here and accidentally touched some toxic waste or something. I'm a little bit like confused where you're able to walk on those pathways. It's like I don't know where the edge is, and that concerns me.
So this level has no barriers that you can fall off of. Later levels you'll be able to fall off, but the Dark Dimension has none. The Dude has also finished stage 2.
Very nice. Moving back to number 1. Yeah, I think Valley Claire is a little bit stuck right now, but honestly, once you start making progress, you can often make a lot of progress. So it's just get over your first hurdle and then make a good push.
Yep. And yeah, you can also you don't have to play as Jimmy Neutron. You can play as Goddard. The two of them have different hitboxes, but have the exact same controls. They share health and ammo, so you can't like switch between the two of them to like get out of like, oh, I've run out of ammo, I'll just switch characters. No, they share ammo. Sadly.
By the way, thank you, chat, for pointing out that I am the worst at pronouncing names. I am very much aware of that, and any funny-sounding names, there is a 50% chance it's because I am brutally massacring the way that they are pronounced. That's just... I'm not going to not say a name, but I am very happy to be educated on the correct way to pronounce names as well. And you are more than welcome to mock me because of how terrible my pronunciations are. I welcome the mockery, everybody.
Oh, Digital Basic has come to a corner that I absolutely hate.
No.
There's an enemy that just swings in that you can't see due to, tank controls. But they actually waited it out this time.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I like the music.
Yeah, the music's actually pretty good. I do enjoy the music.
Yeah.
I think we're actually going to see Digital Basic go into what level did I tell them? Time Machine. I think we're going to see them get into Time Machine quickly. However, before they go to the end area, they need to hit all 10 streetlights in this level, and they have left one behind. So they need to go back and search.
By the way, I'm really concerned that Jimmy Negatron has a goatee. Like, canonically, how old is... Jimmy can't be that old, right?
I'm going to Google that. How old is Jimmy Neutron? Thank you,
How
Google,
old
for...
Jimmy Neutron? I don't know, but let me pull up the villain's face here. This is Jimmy Negatron. He's got a full goatee. Okay, yeah, I know that in cartoon logic, if you're evil, you're allowed to have a goatee. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. It doesn't matter what gender you are. You are allowed to have a goatee if you are evil. Ooh. And honestly, I think that's perfect. Give everyone a goatee, you know?
Okay, so Digital Basic, due to taking damage, skips back out of a giant maze that they were trying to get back through. So that worked out incredibly well. And Valley Claire is in the second level. So yeah. Yeah, that was some very nice death warping. I don't think Digital Basic meant to do that, but it was very good death warping.
I love it. Death warps, go ahead and just accept when something good happens and roll with it. Yeah, by the way, apparently Jimmy Negatron's girlfriend, or at least love interest, is Cindy Vortex, who is also Jimmy Neutron's girlfriend. Uh-oh. But she's also Jimmy Neutron's counterpart, rival. They're arch rivals? What? I don't know anything about Jimmy Neutron except that my hair used to look like his.
I was going to say you don't sound like you've ever watched it. I did give them a map on where to go to find the next stage, but I think Digital Basic is having trouble understanding the map.
No, it's like, when did Jimmy Neutron come out and what age range was it for? Because I think I was too old to enjoy anything about Jimmy Neutron. Are there people here who watch Jimmy Neutron who are like also as old as I am? I'm 36. Are there any 36-year-olds who watched Jimmy Neutron and liked it? 36 or older, huh?
I am not 36. I am 30, and I saw Jimmy Neutron a few times and never enjoyed the show that much.
Okay.
Oh
no. There are multiple people in my age range who watched it and enjoyed it. What?
Hey, Digital, you're right there. That's the Time Machine. Thank goodness. Okay, Digital Basic went into the Time Machine. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this Time Machine does not feature kill all the enemies, thankfully, but it does feature jump on moving platforms.
Oh! Digital Basics jumped onto a platform and it knocked them right off. I love it. This is evil. This is perfect. Okay. There we go. Like the little volcano thing on... Yeah, that's not good. Also, this is... I'm not sure if you can call this Mode 7, but it basically is Mode 7, the platforming game. I don't like. Is it appropriate to call it Mode 7 or call this Mode 7? This is GBA, so they might have had some programming stuff from the Super Nintendo era. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What I do know is that
There's a
why on earth did okay? That was a very interesting death warp. Anyways,
Who are you talking about?
I was talking about Digital Basic. The game sent them to a very bizarre spot.
Okay, so death is unpredictable,
Yeah.
just like in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about.
Everybody, this is why you don't jump onto spikes. They might bump you into a hole. They might send you to the end of the level. You just don't know. Do you really want to risk it? Also, is it really a death warp when it just injures you? Or does it actually take away a life?
No, it's just yeah, no, you do have lives, but taking damage doesn't. You see the tiny life bar up there. Everybody has two lives at the moment, minus Valley, who has 3 lives.
So
Yeah.
when you get hurt, it's not a death warp then. It's just a damage warp.
Yeah.
Which honestly is like OP. Because I've never really heard of a game that consistently had taking small amounts of damage and warping you across the level unpredictably. Like, that's just weird. That is not how games are supposed to be. I've played games, okay? I've played a lot of games. This is wrong. Pterodactyl just dumps Digital Basic into the pit there. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dude has also made it to the same area. Valley Claire, I don't know. I think Valley Claire might have actually had. I think Valley Claire somehow left the level without saving progress and needs to do the first level all over again.
Nah.
So it looks like our current lead is Digital Basic, followed by Dude, and
Okay.
then followed by Seawolf, and finally Valley Claire.
I'll go ahead and refresh the streams as we get a little bit closer to the end. We are getting some buffering, but I do want I want to make sure, like, about 10 minutes left, I do a refresh for everybody so that we're all as synced up as possible. With that said, Seawolf has gone back to the park, left the Chaos Dimension. Maybe you could go back there sometime. Does Seawolf need to go back there?
No, I think Seawolf found the time machine but did not enter the time machine level. I think they passed the time. He passed the time machine level again, but I think Seawolf is looking for the shop.
That's a good idea. Go. Yeah, time to buy stuff.
Yeah, because basically you can buy health refills. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
Jeez, that's so much money for so little health.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
hey, American healthcare, am I right? Yeah, anyways, that was a joke. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And that's what this show is about. Sometimes we say jokes. Sometimes they're funny things that come out of people's mouths. Yeah. Just so y'all know as well, Jimmy Neutron was originally a movie, and then I believe a TV show came out of it. It was a Nickelodeon movie that came out in 2001. That was like the end of my junior high era, and I think by that time I had been burned by so many crappy Nickelodeon movies that I just was not interested in Jimmy Neutron. I was done with Nickelodeon by that time in my life.
I remember seeing Jimmy Neutron the movie in theaters for some reason, and I don't know why.
Because it's a movie.
Well, it's like I didn't grow up with a TV and like my family never went to movies ever because we didn't have money. So like I can literally count on my hand the movies I saw in theaters.
Actually, I guess I was in high school when it came out. Yeah.
So I'm not sure why Jimmy Neutron was one of those 5 movies I actually saw in a theater before turning 18. I don't know what the occasion was. I don't remember what it was. I think I was with cousins that they took me.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
okay, looking at the year 2001, big shows that were happening, Smallville started that year. Better than Jimmy Neutron, okay? Smallville, heck yeah. Scrubs, I didn't watch that. 24, my mother loved that. I didn't watch it. 6 Feet Under, didn't watch that. Law and Order, Star Trek Enterprise, crap. The Mole, freaking awesome, okay? One of the best early reality TV shows, highly recommended. They have the first 2 seasons up on Netflix, and they've got a reboot of it. If you like reality shows at all, I would say that the reboot is a lot of fun, and the old shows, Anderson Cooper is the freaking host, okay? And he's such a little baby. He's so young in it, okay? They're very campy and old school reality, and it's pretty great, okay? I recommend The Mole. The Office came out. Unfortunately, that's the British version with Ricky Gervais, and I don't care for him. Alias, Trailer Park Boys, Degrassi, Reba, Robot Chicken started that year. Fairly Odd Parents started that year. Like, okay, they've got all this, and then you could go and watch Jimmy Neutron in theaters. I'm gonna stay home and watch TV, okay? Samurai Jack start, and you know, The Amazing Race. The Amazing Race rocked. Okay, I want to watch these reality shows instead of Jimmy freaking Neutron.
Yeah. So Digital Basic had reached the end of the stage, but had forgotten a gem. So they need to go back and search for a gem in the stage. Dude has found 5 gems in the stage. The lowest gem count that Seawolf has gotten to was 7 gems, but then they took a loss and had to restart the level. So they are getting back. They're at 8 gems now. So he's almost at the same place that he was earlier. Oh, that is...
Yeah, people are bringing up Amazing Race came out that year. Like, reality TV was at its prime in the year 2001. Just skip Jimmy Neutron, watch The Amazing Race and The Mole.
Oh, so Digital Basic had a game over. They had 1 gem left to go, and they did not save the code, which I didn't put in the instructions, but I hoped that, you know, by stage 3, everybody would know, hey, write down the passwords.
It's something that you gotta learn. You gotta learn when you're in Kusog7ande. Save mechanics are very important for a lot of games. If a password pops up, even if you don't know if you'll need to write it down, you write it down. Or you take a screenshot, you do something, you make sure that you save the password.
And Digital Basic is now typing.
What is wrong in the prehistoric era? This is my concern. Like, did the land not form yet? What happened? Yeah, somebody described this as a Mario Kart platformer, and that sounds about right, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. For those who are watching, if you are ever curious about whether or not you can use continues, passwords, save systems, you are always allowed unless told otherwise. If a GM explicitly says that you are not allowed to use them, then you can't. But we will yell at you if you accidentally do. Like, seriously, when in doubt, just write it down. Always, 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 always. Always, 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 always. Let me go ahead and get this across to you. Always, always, always. Just always do it. Just do it. Okay? Yeah, there's one player who's like, I wish I would have written mine down. It's like, yeah. This is our 7th tournament, okay? And Password Boss is always here. Password Boss is here to destroy people. Do not let Password Boss get you. He's got long, creepy feet. His fingers are really long. Yeah. Seriously,
Wow.
I do not like Password Boss's fingers. Gross. Ugh.
Now, what the fun part is Digital Basic has to figure out how to input the codes, which is very difficult. They found it, thankfully.
Yeah, it could probably be a little bit difficult to find the screen. Somebody is asking if people have randomly guessed a password in Kusog7ande. I think we have had a couple people try and not succeed, but even if somebody did succeed, the general rule is that if you did not earn the password, you do not get to use the password.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I would definitely kick them out. If somebody did earn a password though, and then share it in Discord, people are still not allowed to use it unless they've earned it. If they have earned a password and somebody shared it with you so that you remembered it, then you could go ahead and use it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But again, a lot of the times you want to keep that information to yourself. Don't go sharing, like, if you want to be a really cool dude, you can go ahead and share stuff that'll help people. But passwords, no, don't go sharing that. Just don't.
So, the Dude also has had a game over, but what they have done instead of putting in the password again, because you could do the levels in any order. You could do the first 3 levels in any order you want, and instead of restarting from actually saying, hey, we've I completed Dark Dimension, they've just went right back into the time machine. But the game is in a position where it's considered that the game considers at the moment that they have not beaten.
Okay, well, if that's the case, you should probably tell them if you want them to go and do Dark Dimension. But if they've already completed it and it, is fine that they do this level right now, it's just in order to make completion past like the first 3 or 4 worlds that they have to complete all of them. Then you could go ahead and in general, I would say that if there is a world select and if somebody has completed a world, even if they lost that progress for a password, as long as they don't need that world to go to further areas, it's probably fine that they continue like this where they were.
Yeah, they would need it if they were to progress to World 4. I don't think anybody's going to progress to World 4, considering the fact that we're over halfway through and everybody's just in World 2. So
did anybody else get to World 2 and then go back to World 1?
No.
Okay. If you don't save the password but have already made it to World 2, we will allow you to keep going through World 2. Okay. Okay, I'm letting them know. There we go. I think that's probably the best way to go. However, you won't be able to do World 4 until you have a password saving progress for 1 through 3. So there we go. I think that it's probably a wise decision. Digital Basic is currently doing World 2. And honestly, I don't think making it progress to World 3 is even going to be an issue at this point, you know?
Yeah. Digital Basic is in the World 2 stage where you have to kill a bunch of T-Rexes, so they've killed 5 of them. They're doing pretty well.
Yeah. Out of ammo, but you do regenerate ammo after a little while. It just takes a very long time. You don't have a time, or do you have a timer? I don't think you do.
You don't have a timer in levels now.
Okay, so it's probably it's a little bit frustrating to have to wait around, but honestly, it's better than starting the level over, probably.
Right, and Digital Basic only has 4 dinosaurs that they have to take care of, so...
Yeah. How many worlds are in this game, by the way?
Let me pull up the guide again, and I shall look. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a very long game. Like, this would... Like, even in a speedrun sense, I feel like this would probably take well over an hour without use of, like, glitches to get through, which I have no idea if there are any.
Yeah. Honestly, here's what I'm going to go ahead and say. The graphics are kind of okay. I love the way, like, the levels that Valley Claire and Dude are on. I love the aesthetic. I love the way that they look. It is a terrible, terrible control scheme. You do not do tank controls with any sort of top-down where it's making me think of Jim Power, for example, or Floating Runner for PS1, except somehow even a worse camera angle. It's just not what you're supposed to do. You don't do this. This is illegal, okay? But the game, like, everything is pretty and bright and colorful, and I really love that about this game.
The PC version of this game is not half bad either. It's just really? They really tried to force the PC version of the game, PC experience of the game onto the GBA, and it just doesn't translate with the control scheme.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's why I felt this was a good Kusog game. It's not mediocre. It's a very unique flavor of bad. And it's a very different game than most GBA titles.
Yeah,
so.
It's kind of it's good but miserable in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Digital Basic has figured out something that I hinted, but did not explicitly say in the instructions.
What was that?
So the L button, if you hold it down, locks your camera directly behind Jimmy Neutron and allows you to strafe. Strafing, if you hold down L and then hold a diagonal,
yeah,
it will add both directional speeds. It will add up or right or up or left, down and right, down and left together. And you can jump much farther and make platforming much easier if you do that. I did directly say strafe speed is amazing, but I didn't go into what that specifically meant. So
yeah, that's it. I've seen some people using strafe jumping, and yeah, it definitely seems like it adds your forward and sideways momentum or movement. So in essence, what you're doing is, okay, think everybody of a right angle, okay, of a right triangle, and you've got forward is a length of 1, to the right is the length of 1, but if you move diagonal, it's like the length of the hypotenuse in the same amount of time. So really, you're moving at a significantly faster rate. Hypotenuse is long, you know, square root of a squared plus b squared. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So currently, Digital Basic and Dude are on the same level. Digital Basic, instead of doing level 3 first, in Time Machine did level 1 first. And the Seawolf is currently also decided to do level 1 first in this world. So that means that, well, the way I'm viewing this at the moment is that Dude and Digital Basic have beaten the same amount of levels, but Digital Basic has gotten farther at the second level. So I would, at this point, if like there is a massive meltdown and both of them don't advance any further, Digital Basic is just a tiny bit ahead.
Yeah. Wait a second. My brain's being dumb. No, it's going to be 2 times. Okay. So, yeah, if you're moving up and right at the same time, then technically you would move 1 unit forward and 1 unit to the right, which you would normally be able to do in 2 seconds. You do it in 1 second. You're moving twice as fast. Yeah, it's just twice as fast.
Yeah, it's basically what you're basically doing is you are adding X and Y speed together.
Yeah, ignore me trying to brain right now. As I said earlier, I am dumb today. So,
why is there a prison jail with a llama?
Okay, you are now a mod on Twitch, which means you're a mod on Discord, which now means you can see Prison Jail, which has an evil llama in there on Discord. Congratulations, you can now see the evil llama. Yeah, there are other GMs who can now see the evil llama on Discord in Prison Jail. Very few people on Discord have been sent to prison jail, but those who have got to live with the llama for a little while, and then hopefully weren't banned from Discord, but very probably were.
So Digital Basic has completed the second level of Time Machine, so the only thing they need to do is complete the third level of Time Machine, and they are ready to go on to World 3, which is Cindy's Dream, which is a nightmare to play through. It should be called Cindy's Nightmare.
Yeah, Depatman, it's not twice the speed unless you move forward, then sideways rather than turning 45 degrees and moving forward. I mean, with tank controls, you'd have to move forward then sideways. I don't know, whatever. I'm tired. I'm tired, everybody. Don't make me actually try to do things. No, because you're moving the same speed forward and sideways, it... Yeah. Well, no, it is twice as fast, right? It has to be. It has to be twice as fast if you go diagonal. It's like Doom. Isn't it twice as fast to move diagonal on Doom? Maybe? I don't know.
What I do know is that it gets you, in certain situations, significantly farther jumps.
Kapow, you're saying it's multiplied by the square root of... I'm going to multiply you by the square root of 2, okay?
The square root of 2 is slightly greater than 1, so
you're
it is
slightly greater than... Well, it's 1.41, about. I'm just tired. Just... Everybody, I'd have to... It depends on how you're measuring, like, speed outside of, like, moving diagonally. How do you measure how fast a Jimmy is, huh? How fast is a Jimmy? He's a neutron. Do neutrons wiggle? I don't know. He doesn't have no charge. How fast is a battery, huh?
So I believe... Wow, so, Valley Claire, I believe, is actually in second place at the moment.
Wolf, you're
Yeah.
saying that neutrons wiggle? Why do they wiggle? Well, because they have heat. Okay, I understand. Anything that has a temperature and has energy is going to wiggle. Do they bump? Well, yeah, they're going to bump protons. That's sort of how it goes. They just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, but basically, okay, end of the day, let's go ahead and say whatever maths you're using, whether they're correct or incorrect, it's still going to be faster moving diagonal than doing whatever other crap you can do with tank movement, okay? Just go diagonal. Just do it. Strafe jump, strafe walk. Do the strafe, do the walk. Just don't jump into the spikes or the pterodactyls because you will regret it.
Yeah. So, ooh, wow. Okay. Dedede does also finish the. Oh, wow. I think we have an incredibly close match for second place at the moment.
Really? Okay.
Okay. So, and by incredibly close, I mean 3 people are in the same stage.
Okay. Digital Basic. Is Digital Basic in the lead or behind the others?
Digital Basic is slightly in the lead, and
Nice.
3 people are all at the same level with 10 dinosaurs to take down.
I like the music in the dinosaur world. It's good. Look, back when you were a dinosaur, you didn't have to do math. Okay? And Jimmy Neutron just is trying to masquerade as being smart and stuff. But the show wasn't educational at all, was it? No. Look at him. He's just got big hair. Stupid Jimmy. Huh? Jimmy Neutron face. Yeah, that's right. Jimmy Neutron face. I never liked him. I did like the hair, but that's about it. But his head is so big. Like, his head is about as much mass as... No, maybe even more mass than the rest of his body. How do you even walk like that, huh? You should be falling down. You could just roll around easier than, like, actually jumping. Come on, Jimmy.
Oh my goodness, I think Digital Basic is going to do it. Yes, Digital Basic has beaten World 2.
Very nice. On to World 3 for Digital Basic then, huh? Let me go ahead and do a refresh of all the players here so that we get everything caught up. Because we had a little buffering, I would like them to all be stinked up. Yeah, stink them up, everybody. Get smelly in here. Stupid Jimmy Big Head. I feel so mean. Oh, I'm just jealous because he was like, he can brain always. Does he ever, there has to be an episode where he just feels unusually dumb, right? Because that's me right now. I'm Jimmy Neutron in the episode where he was very dumb. Let me Google, is Jimmy Neutron ever really dumb? Oh, I saw Ever Really Dead. Uh-oh. I don't want to find out about that.
Okay, so Digital Basic is having trouble maybe understanding my map, maybe understanding the world layout, but they just need to find Cindy, and they are walking the right direction. Keep walking. There you go. There is Cindy's dream.
Okay, the wiki says that he's got an IQ of 210. Whatever, that's eugenics bullcrap. I don't care about that. Stupid Jimmy. Yeah, you fell for the propaganda, huh? His undergarments consist of red, orange plaid boxers. Why the crap is this article telling me about his underwear? I am so done with the internet right now. Okay, inventions. What the crap did he ever invent? He invented a dog. Good job. You created a dog. Wow. Well, okay, it's a mechanical dog. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'll go ahead and give you pluses there. A time machine. I like that. Nanobots. Don't do that. Do not make nanobots, okay? Even the government should probably avoid doing that for a while until, like, we can fully understand all of the potential implications there. Stop it, Jimmy! He has several gums and candy-based inventions, which includes the neutronic air gum, which allows humans to breathe underwater. I like that one. I don't understand how it would work, but that's cool. Okay. Okay, breathe underwater. Gum that allows one to memorize books. The crab? What? Like, does the book get transcribed into the gum? If you remove the gum from your mouth, do you lose the book knowledge?
I don't know, but if I remember correctly, the idea was you could chew the gum and just
This is
understand the
This
entire
is not
book.
educational. No. This is bull crap. That's what it is. Okay, gum cannot help you read. Well, it might. Like, maybe it'll soothe you enough that you can stay calm enough to read a book. Sure, go ahead and do that. But it's not going to help you memorize a book.
So this is why I made sure to tell everybody to play on easy. If you've seen how limited ammo is, the enemies in Cindy's Dream take like 8 or 9 shots on easy to defeat. On medium, they are double that, and on hard, they are double medium's difficulty. So
I don't like this space level. It's not fun.
Yeah.
I like the party balloons in space. That's always nice. Oh, the troll got ya! Ha-ha! Gotta pay the troll toll. Yeah, okay. By the way, he also makes a gun that, per this Wikipedia article, let me say this, as it says, the candy satisfies all the tongue's taste buds. And I've got a lot of questions about that. Does it only satisfy the good ones or all of them? Do you taste every flavor at once? Because if so, I want it. I want it right now, okay? Like, it's gonna taste great and gross. Like, there are a lot of very, very bad flavors, but combined with good flavors, that would just be unbelievable. I want it. I want, like, okay, everybody, if you ever want to taste the worst thing that you have ever tasted, Switch cartridge? No, that's not the worst, okay? Go and get crepe party paper, okay? If you have any sitting at home. No, I want somebody to try this. If anybody at home has any of the party tape paper that you can string across the crepe paper, take a small bit and taste it. Okay? And then come back and report. Because it is literally the worst flavor I have ever tasted in my life. How do I know that? Because I decided to taste it one day. Because apparently I like to put things in my mouth.
So anyway, Valley Claire has entered the third world now. They are very clearly in second. Seawolf has 2 dinosaurs left to get into the third world, and the Dude has 3. Also has 2 dinosaurs to get into the third world. So yeah.
It's pretty close between Valley Claire and Digital Basic from what I'm seeing, you know. Digital Basic has killed more enemies than Valley Claire, but there's still, 7 minutes or so. Somebody is saying orange juice and toothpaste. No, crepe paper is worse than orange juice and toothpaste. It's unbelievably bad. You would never expect it. Like, seriously, if somebody can try it and report back, you just have to. I don't think it's bad for you. I'm gonna go ahead and put an asterisk. I don't know what crepe paper is made of, but it's the worst thing ever. Crepe, like C-R-E-P-E paper, okay? More like crap paper.
Boy.
I'm just really hoping somebody in chat can go and give it a shot. No, popcorn Jelly Belly is fine. Yeah, the roles of streamers, Bright Shadow, you're exactly correct. The roles of streamers, not craft. What? And Craig, no, Craig doesn't have any paper. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, with that said, Valley Claire needs to start murdering some of these demons and has murdered one. Good job.
Yeah. So this is a 12-point match. So if I understand correctly, 2 people go home, correct? Well, they're in out.
I mean,
but
if it's
they're out.
if it's a 12-point match, you are correct. 2 people will be eliminated. Right now, it's looking like Seawolf and Dude are geared up to be out of Kusog7ande. You know what? I love those 2. I know those 2 better than Digital Basic and Valley Claire. I'll be sad to see them eliminated, but that is life. Unless Dude manages to start making some progress in space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody, we've got 5 minutes till the end of the game. Can somebody go and get some of the party streamer paper? Please, please, I need you to validate me and like let people know how it is the worst flavor in the world. It's like recycled toilet paper. You can eat recycled toilet paper. What are you talking about? It's recycled. Wait, do you mean before it's... I don't know. Are there warnings on, like, streamer paper? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Uh...
I live in Ecuador. I don't buy that stuff. That's my excuse.
Yeah, actually, if there's a warning, then I don't think that, like, it's problematic. Yeah, dude, currently on the same level as Valley Claire and Digital Basic. Like, honestly, it's a race between those 3 right now.
Yeah. And Seawolf has went into a totally different level than them. Now, Seawolf has went into an easier level than them. But I did say, okay, my wording was going to level 3 first is highly suggested due to ammo. And basically, I don't, Seawolf, even in the level that he is in, I don't think you could say that he's done more in the level than Valley has done in the level they are in. And Seawolf would have put themselves in a situation where they would have had no ammo for the level where you need to kill all the enemies later. So...
This music that Seawolf is listening to, that's kind of cool. Well, is this still the dinosaur level, or is this...
This is Cindy's Dream. So Cindy's Dream has 3 parts. One part of it is defeating all the trolls running around the level. One is finding all the birthday presents, and one is finding all of the carousels.
Essentially, it's because nobody has beaten any section of this. It is essentially a tie with the players. And you told them they could do them in any order, and when that's the case, it comes down to who has completed the most of them, and if that doesn't happen, who has managed to get to them first, which Digital Basic is the first one, and I believe Valley Claire the second. I'm not sure about Seawolf or Dude though, who got to one of these dream levels first. But if Seawolf can get the rest of these before time is out, Seawolf could potentially move into first.
Yeah.
And we've got less than a minute here. Only 2 of them left. But this freaking butterfly, let me tell you.
Yeah, the butterfly is a menace.
No! The butterfly menace. That is done.
Oh, yeah, Seawolf has game overed right there. So
you know what? I feel like it's so close between the players. Really, don't feel bad at all about how you did, players.
So basically, if Valley can kill one of these trolls in the last 20 seconds, That
No, Digital
would-
Basic has one left, and because
Well,
we're tracking based off of who was killed. Or
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
But with that said, too bad. That is time, everybody. Go
So-
ahead and breathe.
yeah. So Seawolf had 2 objects left to collect in the level. Valley Claire had 3 left.
It
Digital
doesn't.
Basic was clearly in first with 1.
It doesn't matter though, because the rules that you gave specifically. Let me go ahead and refresh this. Was that let's see, you will want to play the first 3 levels in this order: Dark Dimension, Time Machine, Cindy's Dream. After that, I don't care. You'll be judged on how many levels everyone gets through. Each level has 3 levels. Each area has 3 levels. I highly suggest starting with level 3 for ammo reasons. It is being judged based off of how many levels they got through, and because of that, it doesn't really matter individual level progress, does it? And it's not really comparable how much progress Seawolf made compared to Valley Claire and Digital Basic. I feel like this may be something that we need to consult a little bit, but based off of the rules that were given there, I feel like Digital Basic on any metric is going to be the victor, but Valley Claire rather than Seawolf would be second place.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kapow, you are saying that rules don't say how ties would be broken, though. The standard practice for Kusog7ande is that if there is linear progress and you can measure it per pixel, then we break it down by pixel. If there is not linear progress, then it is based off of who made that progress first. And because there are these separate levels that the players could choose to go to, then it really doesn't matter whoever entered that stage first. If they didn't complete it, that person would be considered ahead of the other person. So because of that, Digital Basic, Valley Claire, the Seawolf, and Dude. I believe Dude may be past the Seawolf as well, although Seawolf did have a very good push to move into first place right at the end. Justin is currently doing a Final Fantasy XIV dance here. Thank you for the Manderville. That is good stuff.
I agree. I think that is the correct way to say this, and that is what I'm going to agree as well.
Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and welcome Digital Basic in, though. Come and chat if you want. Yeah, it is a tough call because 2 people are being eliminated. It definitely is a hard call, but I think all the players made a really good push right at the end just to make, clear that last level as a possibility of getting past there. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So is life. Digital Basic, welcome in. Congratulations, you take the victory today.
Thank you. Wow, okay.
Yeah, you managed to get to this space level first, and you also managed to kill the most enemies. We've been going back and forth about how to break the tie, because it is one of those really tough cases for second, third, and fourth, and just depending on how the rules boil down, that definitely matters. It's very rare that we have a match that is this close that we get to have this discussion, though, so it's always really exciting for me. Yeah, so...
Yeah, that was a very interesting game.
Okay, what do you mean by interesting?
Well, once you, the tank controls suck. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. That just is bad. It's bad. But once you figure out the strafing, that's when it starts getting very interesting in planning how you move, because strafing gives you that little bit of extra speed, and you can jump platforms that you normally wouldn't. Some of them are very tricky. Like, in that last level, there were just lightning clouds all over, and you have to, walk around them. Or jump around them, actually. You have to jump around the pit to get around them, and it's a bit much. But it's interesting.
Yeah, it really is interesting. I personally don't think this is a good game because of the way that it controls. Tank platforming was bad on the PS1, okay, and it's just not acceptable. It's not. And this game is very, very rough to control. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I didn't even mention during the match the best part of the controls. By the way, never played this on the Game Boy player.
What?
Due to some way the Game Boy player interfaces with the game. I don't know exactly how it happens, but half the frames Jimmy Neutron disappears and half the frames he comes back into view. He constantly flickers.
Wow.
So-
That's awesome.
Okay. So right now I'm letting them know that, you know, because this was so close, Digital Basic you took first, Valley Claire is the person who made it to the level after you. Yeah, because of the tie there, that means that Dude and the Seawolf are unfortunately eliminated. Seawolf, I'm so glad that you were able to join again this year, and I know that he's had a rough couple of years, let me just say, and it's just a joy to have him back. So I've been really glad that he was able to come and join. Dude, love you, but unfortunately Jimmy Neutron got ya. So I have to ask, Diddle Basic, do you like Jimmy Neutron? Did you ever watch?
Not at all. I watched it, but I don't think I ever cared enough to later on. Now I'm like, yeah, it's not good. Why did I watch this?
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, you're on team Jimmy Neutron's a nerd. I mean,
basically,
heck,
yeah.
Seriously, it was very close between everybody, but honestly, I think we can all agree that this game, one thing that I like about this game, though, it's bad, but it's bad in an intriguing way, you know? It's not just there's so many Game Boy Advance games that I think are forgettable and just kind of boring. And this isn't one of those. This stands out, it's aggressively mean to you.
Yeah, it's very, the continue system is bad. The amount of hits enemies take are just abysmal on that last level. It's 10 hits?
It's so many hits! So many freaking hits! Not only that, but, the knockback and when you get hit, how far you go back, I just don't understand it.
It's completely random, and there was one time I was going through an entire area, I got hit, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to do this again, and it skipped me beyond that to where I was going anyway. I'm like, oh, okay,
because
thanks,
why
bye.
not? Yeah, thank you, video games. As it turns out, you sometimes are a mistake and may have been a mistake today.
Also, I didn't realize that pumpkin thing you see spinning actually hurts you if you run into it.
Really?
Yes, I think if I run into it, it's gonna hurt me. Yep.
Okay, I moved away, but I'm not really too surprised. But I saw some people in chat saying that they are actually kind of interested in giving this a shot because of how fast you can go strafing. Seriously, moving forward and right or forward and left. It doesn't slow down your forward movement, so you get a significant amount of a boost there.
Yeah, once I realized that was going on, I'm like, how can I work with this? And I'm like, oh, I can probably jump some platforms without, doing an entire section or anything like that. And I was able to find secret areas a lot easier, which would have helped if I had access to the shop once I found the secret areas, but...
Yeah. And I think that was the right thing to do. With that said, I think that's the end of the stream for the day. I have a game in person that's starting in about 10 minutes, and I think people are already downstairs learning the rules, so I should probably go and find out what those are. We're gonna raid Author Blues. We've got 4 Kusog7ande matches tomorrow, everybody. This has been a packed weekend. Thank you, everybody, for supporting, for coming and watching, and for just having fun with Kusog7ande. Smooth Operative, you did so great in the grudge match yesterday. I'm so glad that you got to stream versus Richard and that Richard screamed a lot. That was so funny. So our raid message is for ammo reasons. Okay, because Cosmic the Dolphin put that in the instructions, and I thought that was really funny. Mystery to me. That's a good name. I finally get it. It's a mystery to me. Who are you, huh? Thank you for gifting the sub. And everybody, I'll see you tomorrow with more Kusog7ande. Go wish Author Blues luck with the Eternal Darkness 18+ hour playthrough that he is currently doing, because that is a lot of darkness. Okay, bye Cosmic, bye Digital Basic.
Bye.
See ya, free fall.